there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby and today I'm really excited because I'm doing a new series of videos that I'm planning on doing. So every month I do my weekly reading wrap-ups, but I know not everyone watches those. So at the end of the month, I figured I would run through all the books I read and their star ratings, as well as go over my stats, like how many books did I read, how many pages, where I got the books, what genre they fall under, and my star rating distribution. I did make some pie charts, so I'm really excited for this. I'm also going to talk about my 5 standout novels from the month, because like I said, I know that not all of you watch my weekly wrap-ups and you'd prefer to just see which ones were my favorites. So I will do that as well. I'm hoping to keep this on the short side, so let's hop right into it. So this month I read a total of 34 books, which is amazing. There's 31 days in August, so I read a little over 1 book a day. I DNF'd 3 books, which I was a little bummed about, and I read a total of 11,159 pages. And then for my genre distribution, I read 19 thrillers, 11 romance, 1 historical fiction, 2 contemporary, and 1 YA, and that YA was a thriller. And then where I got the books, I read 7 library books, 10 books off my physical shelves, 9 ebooks, and that does include Kindle Unlimited, and then 8 books from NetGalley or Edelweiss. And then for my star distribution, I didn't include half stars, so a lot of them I round up or down. And so I had 1 1 star, 2 2 stars, 10 3 stars, 24 stars, and 1 5 star. I read Beautiful Bad by Anne Ward, which I gave 2.5 stars, Date Night by Samantha Hayes, which I gave 4 stars, The Lost by Natasha Preston, which I gave 3 stars, Baking with a Rockstar by Jasmine Miller, which I gave 4 stars, Don't You Cry by Mary Kubica, which I gave 3.5 stars, Joyride by Lauren Blakely, which I gave 1 star, The Perfect Son by Laura North, which I gave 4 stars, Listen to Me by Kristen Proby, which I gave 3.5 stars, The Nanny by Gilly McMillan, which I gave 3.5 stars, Something in the Water by Catherine Steadman, which I gave 3.5 stars, Careful What You Wish For by Hallie Efron, which I gave 3.5 stars, 800 Grapes by Laura Dave, which I gave 3 stars, Hate Notes by V. Keeland and Penelope Ward, which I gave 5 stars, The Winemaker's Wives by Kristen Harmel, which I gave 3 stars, The Locker Room by Megan Quinn, which I gave 4 stars, The Kept Woman by Karen Slaughter, which I gave 3.5 stars, Junk Mail by Kendall Ryan, which I gave 4 stars, Her One Mistake by Heidi Perks, which I gave 4 stars, The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory, which I gave 3.5 stars, The Birthday Girl by Melissa de la Cruz, which I gave 2 stars. All We Ever Wanted by Emily Giffen, gave that one 3 stars. The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which I gave 4 stars. A Stranger on the Beach by Michelle Campbell, which I gave 3.5 stars. Now You See Me by Chris McGeorge, which I gave 2.5 stars. Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina, which I gave 4 stars. The Woman in the Dark by Vanessa Savage, which I gave 3.5 stars. Mother Knows Best by Kira Peikoff, which I gave 3 stars. The Missing by C.L. Taylor, which I gave 3 stars. Mine by Courtney Cole, which I gave 4 stars. The Woman Inside by E.G. Scott, I gave 2 stars. Fourth and Girl by Max Monroe, I gave 3.5 stars. Boyfriend for Hire by Kendall Ryan, I gave 4 stars. Hold You Close by Melanie Harlow and Corinne Michaels, I gave 3 stars. And I Can Be a Better You by Taryn Fisher, I gave 4 stars. And now for my 5 standout novels. It was really hard to choose because I only had 1 5-star read and I had a lot of 4-star reads, but I chose 2 romance and 3 thrillers that I thought were the best this month. So my favorite book this month was Hate Notes by V. Keeland and Penelope Ward. This was my first time reading this author duo and I absolutely loved this romance so much. I was recommended V. Keeland by Cassidy Reads, I'll link her down below. And she recommended V. Keeland for great office romances, and this one was fire. It is a hate to love office romance, and it had amazing banter about these 2 people that just could not stand each other, and they were sending these hateful emails that were really funny and witty, and it turned a little bit serious towards the end, but it was really well timed, and I could not recommend this book or this author duo more. My next standout romance is The Locker Room by Megan Quinn, and this one is actually a newer release, and our hero in this story is a college athlete, and our heroine is a collegiate student, and the 2 of them have this romance. It's really good. There's only one part I didn't like. I didn't love the time jump at the end, but other than that, I absolutely loved this romance. And then my first standout thriller is Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina. This one also just came out in July, and this is a domestic thriller about 2 different storylines. One is a husband and his wife has gone missing and the police are investigating what happened to her. And the second storyline is this mother who discovers her teenage son has been breaking into people's homes and snooping on their computers. And the 2 different storylines are from the same neighborhood and they intersect. and it is super juicy, full of a lot of unlikable characters. If you like domestic suspense or domestic thrillers, you would love this one. The next one I have is Her One Mistake by Heidi Perks, and this is about a woman who is watching her best friend's daughter, who is only like 4 years old. She takes her kids and her friend's kid to the state fair, and when they get there, she loses her friend's daughter. And we follow basically the investigation to find this daughter and the inner workings of the two friends. And the friend whose daughter went missing, her family is a hot mess, and we get to learn all the secrets and lies that come out. This one is so good, especially if you love stories about missing people. The last one I have is The Perfect Son by Lauren North, and this one I had as an ARC, and I really enjoyed it. And it's about a woman who is grieving the loss of her husband who died suddenly in a plane accident, and she's left to mother her son alone. And we know at the beginning of the story that her son goes missing at his birthday party, and so we're basically counting down the weeks and the days until the birthday party. And this is definitely an unreliable narrator. I really liked this storyline, and I didn't guess the twist, which was great for me, so I'd really highly recommend this one too. I really enjoyed doing this type of video. Let me know down below if you enjoyed it as well. I will link all these books in the description, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!